Back in Memphis, Tennessee for quarter number 2. Dr. Steve, Doctor of Basketballology, and Heather, Doctor of Camera-ing. We're bringing you Music City Kings basketball live and alive. If the stream fails, as it may have already, we're doing our best to keep a steady stream, but the games, as always, will be uploaded in their entirety as soon as the game ends, and I can get home with some real Wi-Fi. Music City, if you are a Kings fan, you might be glad that you missed the back half of that first half, because Millington has been having their way with the boys in purple. Showstoppers bring a 21-point lead into the second half. I didn't look back and see how badly we lost the game in Nashville earlier this season. Millington was the first summer game that we played in the OBA. I believe it was 24 or 25 points that Millington won that game. An enormously talented team, the Millington Showstoppers, have certainly had less trouble with the Kings as time has gone on. Fatigue might be a factor as the Kings don't have all of their usual lineup. Millington looks peppy, and it's easy to be peppy when you're winning by 21 points. But we are underway for half number 2. Zorfleet, lead pass to Rogers. Rogers, instead of cutting in, pulled back. Got it over, is that Isaiah? Isaiah to Mike Neal, and Neal hits a 3. Mike Neal with 11 points on the evening. As Music City gets back under 20, 18-point lead. 55-37 for Millington. Whistle blows because the clock never started. We're still at 12 minutes to play in the third quarter. Scoreboard operator doing his best to try to diagnose the problem with the clock. It remains stubborn as he keeps pushing the start button and the time keeps reading 12 minutes. Referee comes over. I'm not sure that the ref has any better ideas if the button don't work, but they're seeing what they can do. Music City gets a break in the action to rest. Jones will be inbounding the ball for the Showstoppers as soon as time begins. The clock keeper has run it down to 11:30. Now when he hit start, the clock started going up instead of down. As it was ticking off, it went to 11:31, then 11:32. All right. We potentially, we don't have resolution as the Millington coaching staff comes over. Instead of saying, is there a doctor in the house, they're saying, is there someone who knows how to run the scoreboard in the house? And one of the fans from the stands climbs down and makes his way across the floor. Millington's coaches get it back to 11:30. We're going to see if it works this time, and it does not. Again, it's adding time instead of subtracting when the start button is hit. There's a meeting of the minds at the scorer's table, as no fewer than 6 people are trying to get the clock going. That same fan from the stands had returned to the stands, now making his way across the floor again. He is perhaps the elder scoreboard operator, the wisest, the ninja. So he immediately sees something wrong. Let me run down the scoring while we've got a moment here. Mike Neal with 11 points is eclipsed only by LeBron Davis. Shaquille with 12. So Davis and Neal with 12 and 11 respectively. Then we get a bit of a drop-off. L.A., Allen Rogers with 5. Kylan, Michael Booker, and Isaiah with 3 points each. That's all the scoring for the Kings. For the Millington Showstoppers, Coburn has 14. The only other showstopper in double digits is Lewis with 10. Then we have 9 points each for Jones and Chambers. Down to 6 points for Nash with those 2 beautiful three-pointers, and Vaughn with 5. I'm sorry, let me add another to that. Vaughn with 5, of course. And Barry, number 3, has 2 points. Nobody in real foul trouble Several players have won. 2 of the Showstoppers have 2 fouls each. Williams, number 1, has 2 fouls, and Barry, number 3, with 2 fouls. For the Music City Kings, only 4 team fouls total. Alan Rogers with 2 of them, Kylan with 1, and Shaq with 1. Your scoring brought to you by potentially you. If you would like to sponsor Music City Kings basketball broadcast, get in touch with Tony Johnson through the Facebook page. Big Tony Johnson, be happy to talk you through what we can do for you. Nothing better than Music City Kings basketball, and your business could be the title sponsor. We'll read your ads, we'll talk you up, and people will get to your business. All right, play has resumed, clocks have started, and Music City is on the run. Here comes Shaq, tucks that ball in like Walter Payton, is unable to complete the basket, though, and Millington running and gunning, which has been their style for the night, gets it all the way through traffic, and Lewis puts it up and down. I'm not sure how Millington, I was recording the score on my score sheet when suddenly Music City no longer had the ball. Fortunately for us, Lewis missed the long 3, and L.A. has it, working the perimeter to Neal, underneath to Isaiah. Isaiah has Zorfleet in front of him, gets him the ball, and Zach nails the 3. Zorfleet with his first basket of any kind tonight. He's got 3 points. 57-37, a 20-point lead for the Showstoppers. Little miscommunication between the Millington players. Jones with the ball. Tried the reverse underneath the basket, but is fouled by Isaiah. In the meantime, the shot didn't come close, so Jones to the line to shoot 2. Isaiah's first foul of the night. It is a shooting foul. Mike Neal wanders into the defensive side of the floor just in case Millington. Actually, I'm going backwards. Mike would be the cherry picker there, but Millington picks him up. Number 8, Vaughn, walking down shoulder to shoulder with Mike Neal. In the meantime, Jones hits both of his free throws, and he has 11 on the night. 10:16 to go. Scoreboard operator almost forgot to start the clock there. He was looking at his phone, but has it started. Rogers to Zorfleet, one dribble to get his rhythm, and he puts it down. Let's get Zorfleet heated up. His first 6 points in a couple of months. Millington tried a little razzle-dazzle. Chambers, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but either way, Music City got the ball, and little Mike Neal with another 3. 16-point lead, 59-43. Millington with a 3 of their own. That was Chambers. He's got 12 points. Teams exchanging 3-point haymakers. Music City feeling a little bit of pressure to catch up and cut the lead. And they've been hitting their 3s. Bounce pass to nowhere. Rogers trying to shout some instruction. Fortunately, it went off the foot of one of the Showstoppers, so Music City will inbound far side. Shaq looking to, I thought he was looking to Zach, got it to Rogers. Zorfleet, pump fake, bought some time and space. Rogers with a pump fake, got it to Isaiah, who laid it up and in. Rogers to Thomas to the bottom of the net. 5 points for Isaiah. Long pass for Millington, wide open as Chambers. Nobody picked up Chambers cutting under the hoop, and the smallest man on the floor gets another bucket. Chambers with 14 on the night. Music City, a defensive breakdown there. Here comes Rogers. Rogers brings it across the timeline, lost it twice, picked it up both times. Now starts his dribble again. That was a pass that went right into the hands of several white shirts. They worked it down the floor, and a slam dunk by Coburn. Coburn with 16, and they've pulled the lead back to 21. Music City tried to fight for a little while coming out of the locker room. Millington has extended the lead to where it was when we took the halftime break, and there is a timeout on the floor. 8:48 remaining in quarter number 3. Music City finds themselves on the back end of a 66-45 game. Looks like Zorfleet is having some trouble on the floor. That MCL, which tore, if you remember the game was just north of Louisville, the Madison Kodiaks, a team from southern Indiana. We were up there 5 or 6 weeks ago, and Zorfleet went charging in for a layup, landed funny on his leg, and his knee went out. Looks like the brace, he had a small band trying to hold that MCL still. Zorfleet is angry as his body has broken one more time. Zorfleet to the bench. Holt comes out to replace him. Kylan brings the ball down. Looks like he and Rogers will be the guards. We've got Isaiah and Neal at forward and Shaq underneath. Long three, doesn't go. Rebound Jones. Let's see if Jones tries another coast-to-coast. Off of Colburn's hand, somehow the ball went right into the hands of Lewis. Fortunately, Chambers missed the long three. Chambers having a conversation with somebody in the stands. Shaq misses the layup. Good defense by Millington. Kylan with the rebound, couldn't put the putback in. Millington comes down. Chambers that time hit from the other side. 3 points, and Millington's lead is 24, the biggest lead of the night. Chambers pumps his total up to 17. Music City one and done. Music City took that shot, and everyone peeled off to the defensive side of the floor. There was no one there to rebound the ball. Coburn catches that air ball in midair and puts it back. He's got 18 on the night, and the lead, I'm not even going to say what the score is because it's vulgar. I got to. 7.5 to go, 71-45. I can't do math fast enough to tell you what we're down by, but we've got a ways to go. Shaq looked like he was going to make a move to slam that one. He does get fouled. He'll get 2 shots. The foul is called on Lewis for Millington. That's his first foul of the night. Let's see if Shaq can peck away at Millington's lead. Booker getting ready to check in the game, as is Michael Lott. Shaq put it off the front of the rim. Booker enters the game for Isaiah. Shaq to shoot the second one. Ball is live if he misses. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Shaq, a good free throw shooter. Lays in the second one with no problem. Shaq with 13 points. Music City gets to within 25. 71-46, Millington flexing their muscles here. Jones throws it right over the top of the rim. It's caught in the air by Lewis, who can't put it back. Mike Neal thought about the three, hung in midair trying to get fouled. Neal did everything you're supposed to do, including making the basket. Mike with 16 on the night. Here comes Jones crossing the timeline, picked up by Kylan. Music City's bench yelling for the defense. Long three, that's a little out of his range, I'm afraid, as Vaughn misses to Rogers. Rogers rebound, carries it in, baseline, makes a move off the glass and down. Coast to coast, L.A. I guess that would be New York to L.A., the opposite of what most Red Eyes do. Booker got a hand on that, I think. There was a lot of traffic I wasn't able to see through. I think Booker did get a hand on the pass. It went out of bounds, so Millington will inbound the ball. 6:23 to go in the third quarter, 71-50 in favor of Millington. 5 unanswered points by the Kings as they have chipped into the Showstoppers lead. I'm not sure what the call was. I'm hesitating to see if there's an explanation. Heather also shaking her head. A lot of conversation on the court. Millington to the line. Apparently there was a technical foul called. Abram makes the shot. That's his first point of the ball game, which might be why he stepped up to the line. Millington trying to get every player on the score sheet. Abram answers from the line. Music City, a lot of times they'll run their mouth. They're pretty good at smack talk. This game, they've been pretty subdued. In and out for Lewis, rebound Millington. Jones with a fadeaway three off the front of the rim, rebound Millington. Jones with a fadeaway three off the rim, rebound Music City. Shaq grabs that one out of the air and brings it across the timeline. Michael Lott gets prepared. He will be entering the game at the next stoppage. Kylan to Shaq. Shaq thought about taking it to the hoop. Instead runs right through, gets it to Rogers. Fade away off the front of the rim. Kylan with the rebound to Neal off the back of the rim. Music City with plenty of opportunities there. Abram with the three. He puts it in. Once Abram cracked the score sheet, looks like he's got some rhythm. 75-50. We're under 5.5 to play. Neal with a three. Front of the rim. Rebound went off of Kylan's head, actually, and picked up by Barry. Barry up to Vaughn. Vaughn to Jones. Jones, nice pass underneath. They can't complete. Lewis misses the slam dunk. Got it out to Abram, who missed the three. Rebound, the guys in purple. Here come the Kings. L.A. picked up. That looked like a foul to me. Vaughn got a lot of body there. Vaughn back to Jones for the slam. Rogers might have something to complain about on that one, but at this point, to no avail. 77-50, the biggest lead of the night for the Showstoppers, and there's a lot of basketball left to play, just under the 5-minute mark. Dr. Steve and Heather with you from Memphis, Tennessee. Join us again tomorrow. If you're watching this on tape delay, tomorrow is Sunday, the 23rd, when we'll take on the South Haven Wolves. South Haven, a team from the north side of Mississippi, will be playing in Bartlett, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis, as the teams struggle to find gym space. Gyms that are willing to let in a big crowd and a couple of semi-pro basketball teams. I know it's been difficult in Nashville, and for several of our away games, the gym we end up playing in is not in the same city as the team against whom we are playing. All right, Music City inbounds the ball. They're down 77-50, and we're under 5 minutes to play. Rogers got it into Shaq, who crosses the timeline, gets picked up. Bullet pass underneath to Neal. It goes through his hands and out of bounds. Turnover Kings. Jones inbounds to Abram. Here come the Showstoppers. They have had their foot on the gas the whole time, and they haven't let up. Lewis with a miss on the three is rebounded by Michael Lott, who tries to lead L.A. with a pass down the floor. They can't complete the pass. Out of bounds it goes. Turnover to the Showstoppers. Lewis inbounds it. Neal got a hand on it and was able to pick it off. He grabbed the loose ball after disrupting the pass, put it off the rim. Kylan wanted the foul on that one. It comes into Abram, back to Lewis to the bottom of the net. Nice ball movement by the Showstoppers. Holt still complaining to the ref on that one. He may have a complaint. The refs, on the other hand, are looking at the scoreboard, and sometimes the refs just want to get the game going and over with rather than delay. Here's how things are going for the Kings. Rogers almost picked that ball off. He knocked it away right into the breadbasket of a charging Showstopper. Fortunately, they missed. Music City got the defensive rebound and now trying to set up shop on the offensive end of the floor. Neal to Shaq. Three-point attempt is up and down. Nothing but net for Shaquille LeBron Davis. I'm going to call him Jordan. I'm old enough to remember the original 23. Shaq leading the way. Actually, he and Mike Neal both have 16 for the Kings. Lewis, couple of steps in the paint. Barry grabbed the rebound, tried to put it in. He hit the rim and knocked the ball out of bounds. Turnover to the Kings. Xavier comes and checks in at the scorer's table. He'll enter the game when we have the opportunity. Kylan inbounds to L.A. He's got Lott, Shaq, and Neal in front of him. Gets it to Shaq. That's almost a half-court shot and just a little short. Rebound to Millington. Jones tries his own half-court shot. And as the night has been going, he makes his. 82-53. This marks the biggest lead for the Showstoppers. Shaq's pass was partially blocked. Jones grabbed it and put in yet another three-point shot, and Millington goes beyond the 30-point mark, 85-53. Music City trying to salvage a little dignity so that they have some momentum to build on when they go to the hotel tonight and get ready for the South Haven Wolves tomorrow afternoon. Timeout, Tony Johnson. Music City comes over. Players trying to console each other. These are the moments that Taylor Swift writes songs about. Game, despite this being a bit of a beatdown, the game has been relatively clean. One of the Kings asked me at halftime, you think they've been calling it fair? And I said, it's been pretty good. There have been some calls they've missed, but compared to some of the brutal officiating we've seen, speaking of brutal, wow. LA's inbound pass picked off by Millington, who sends it out to Abram, who hits another three. Abram very quickly has 7 points. LA is in trouble. Abram all over him, and Abram got a wrist. Abram is complaining about the call, but at least from where this broadcaster stands, that was an accurate call. All right, Shaq from right in front of me inbounds it to Lott. Mike Lott takes a look, brings it in, has his shot blocked, but there is a foul on number 3 for Millington. That is Barry's third foul, 3-on-3. Sending Michael Lott to the line. We're under 2.5 to play in the third quarter, 2:26 remaining. Millington with a 35-point lead, 88-53, make that 54. Michael Lott with his first point of the night. Good to get Lott on the scoreboard. He's worked hard under the basket. Lott can't hit the second one, though. Off the back of the rim, rebound Barry. Barry decides to bring it up himself. Crosses the timeline. Xavier has checked into the game. Ferguson picks him up. Ferguson got a hand on the ball. Nice job on defense by Xavier. Unfortunately, Barry is just running around, and wherever the white shirts are, that is where the ball goes. He grabbed the ball, put it in. Shaq brings it down, rolls it off the rim, rebound Millington. Comes out to Jones, who has nobody on him. Despite Jones's shooting prowess, Music City lets him have all the time he needs to measure and put down the shot. The lead is almost 40, 39-point lead by Millington, 93-54. Booker puts in a shot, 93-56. Minute and a half to go. Jones crosses the timeline. Booker fouls him. Not sure what that was about, unless Booker just figured Music City needed a rest for a second. Jones inbounds the ball to Barry, who puts up a three, and, would you believe, nothing but net. Well, that brings the lead to 40. Millington, seeing how big of a lead they can take to the fourth quarter. Rogers has something to say about that. Nice set shot for Rogers. He's in double digits with 10 points. Here comes Barry, picked up by Lott. Barry in among everybody. Can't hit the circus-style shot. Shaq launches it off the front of the rim. Rebound Jones. Xavier tried to run in on that one. Shaq just crossed half court and launched that shot. Music City thinking we got nothing to lose. Just trying to get some statistics here. Millington now, the crowd is into the game, as is the Millington bench. They're having a big old time at our expense, and they've earned this one. Rogers is fouled, I believe, by number 8. It is. That is Vaughn's second foul of the evening. Sometimes Music City gets a little feisty in these games, but I think the lead is big enough that Music City is just tipping their cap to the Showstoppers. Rogers, 3, no. Trent Lott, Michael Lott, sorry, Trent Lott. Is that a basketball player? I don't know where I got that name from. Another quick foul by Vaughn. That is 3 for Vaughn, sending Michael Lott to the line. Boy, nothing is falling for Music City. Millington missed a lot of shots early and then started to hit. Music City hit a lot of shots early and then started to miss, and that is the tale of the game. Lott misses both free throws. Rebound Lewis to Jones, who was literally standing on the half-court circle when he shot that. Still, the rebound went to Millington, who sent it out to Barry, who buried the 3. Barry buries it. He's got double digits. 8 seconds, now 7 to go. Music City will get the last shot of the quarter. It'll be taken by Rogers, and it'll be a good one. L.A. gets his 12th point. Millington is up by 38. Wow. 99-61, Millington Showstoppers. Music City again. Their path to victory is a long one. However, they do have a game tomorrow. And if they can take anything from this game, let's take a little momentum. Music City trying to chip back. So far for the Kings, Shaq and Mike Neal with 16 apiece. L.A., Alan Rogers with 12. Zach Zorfleet with a couple of trays with 6. Michael Booker with 5, as does Isaiah. Kylan with 3. And a single point for Mike Lott. Here we go. We're underway in the fourth quarter. Millington takes control of the ball. Over to Nash, who gets it back to Williams. Williams has replaced Jones at the point guard position. Runs past everybody and lays it in. Williams I just gave those points to Jones. Williams with his first bucket of the night, actually. Almost said Williams has 24, but that's Jones with 22. Michael Lott dribbles around, puts it too hard off the glass. Rebound by number 20, the player who shall be named later. Gets it to Nash, kicks it over to Williams. Williams another 3 off the rim. Coburn tried for the rebound, knocked it up in the air. It's snatched by Shaq. Shaquille O'Davis puts down his 19th point as he buries the 3, 101-64 in favor of Millington. We got about 11 minutes of basketball left, and it looks like both teams will be exchanging threes and slam dunks. Nash buries his 3 for the Millington Showstoppers, and here comes Shaq in the half-court circle, off the front of the rim. Xavier and Mike Lott battle each other for the rebound. They knock it up in the air. It's snapped up by the team in white, and Nash buries another 3. 12 points off the bench for Nash. Referee pointing to the Music City bench. Big Tony on the bench with both hands holding his head. Looks like we have a timeout. Purple. Music City with the timeout. 10:36 remaining in the game. 107-64. 43-point lead for the Showstoppers. Music City just looking to get out of the gym with a little bit of self-respect. And let's see if we can grab some points back on these Showstoppers. Music City, their lowest offensive output, at least in 2021. We'll see if they can start dropping a few threes. Now, in fairness, they've been shooting some long threes out of desperation and a little bit out of just trying to get the ball going. Clock running, we're down to 10.5. Mike Neal had that one punched out of his hands by Harris. There is a backcourt violation as Neal couldn't get it across the timeline in 10 seconds. Turnover. Millington inbounds the ball. Player with no name to Williams to Nash. Oh, Nash can't hit his third 3 in a row. Good to see Nash can miss once in a while. Here comes LeBron. Davis dribbling, sends up a 3, nothing but net. Shaq trying to get his stats pumped up. 22 on the night for Davis. Tank Davis. That's as the ladies know him. Over to Nash, quick ball movement by Millington. Shot is missed by Harris, but Coburn skies above everyone and buries his 20th point of the night. L.A. Alan Rogers on the far side, yelling at his team that he needs a target. off of Michael Lott's hands into the single hand of Mike Neal, who reached for it. The ball bounces out of bounds to Millington. Xavier checks into the game. The ref was calling a quick timeout to make the trade. Shack comes off the floor, so Ferguson will be playing center. Millington re-inbounds the ball and gets it across. Williams makes a move on Xavier, sends it out to 20, and the player who shall be named later now has 3 points. Nice shot by 20. Rogers coast-to-coast walked, I think. His walk had a little bit of help. Foul, Millington. Foul is on Williams. That's his third foul of the evening, sending Rogers to the line. Rogers walked because the ball was pinned against him by Williams, trying to block the shot. Got a little too much body, and L.A. steps to the line. Rogers, nothing but net for his first shot. He's now got 13. 8:40, the clock is running. I guess they're just trying to get the game done. 112-68 is the score. Rogers hits the second shot. Some frustration on the Music City Kings bench. Music City hasn't had it put to them like this in a long time. Most of our games, really all of our games, have been very close. Nice job by Coburn underneath. He puts in the basket. Clock, I believe, is just going to run. We'll be with you for another 8 minutes and 10 seconds one way or the other. Music City, Mike Neal grabbing that loose ball and putting it in. Mike Neal off the top of the backboard. 20, the unnamed player on white, commits the foul. Mike Neal put that one down for a deuce, and he will step to the line to complete the three-point play. 114-70, 44-point lead. Neal gets his, 19th point of the night. Nice night by Mike Neal. We're down to 7.5 to go. Fancy dribbling by Williams. He finds some room, gets it to number 20, who puts it in. 5 points for that unnamed player. All in the fourth quarter. Here comes L.A. Rogers dribbles behind his back, runs face first into 20's chest. Millington all over the floor. Rogers scoring a bunch as of late, has 16 now. Rogers started off hot, and he's picking it up. We're down to 7 minutes to play, 116-73. Nash into Coburn, who's got Lott all over him. Coburn travels with the ball. Nice defense by Michael Lott. Music City will inbound. L.A. comes beyond the baseline, lets the ref check the ball. Mike Neal comes up to pick up the inbound pass. He's covered hot by Harris for Millington, who's playing like the game is a one-point game instead of more than one-point game. All right, Mike Neal. Taking a look, gets it to Xavier, puts it on the floor. Xavier saying it went off the foot of Millington. The ref is disagreeing with him, though. Kylan and Shack check back in the game. Xavier and Michael Lott take a seat. We're almost down to 6 minutes to play, and here come the Showstoppers. 116-73. Since about midway in the first quarter, it really has been all Millington, as the Showstoppers are showing why they're the number 2 ranked team in the country in the OBA. They have not disappointed. 20 misses the shot, but it bounces right into the hands of a flying Coburn, who slams it home. He's got 24 on the night, and the lead is 45. 118. Well, now it's 42 as Mike Neal hits a three. He's got 22 on the night, quietly having a good game. That shot is blocked by, the pass is blocked by Neal, and as the night would have it, bounces directly back to the Showstopper, who got it to Nash, who hit another three. Nash with 15. I believe that's 5 3-pointers by Nash. Pass is blocked. That was Kylan had it. Got it over to Rogers, who, going up for the shot, has it blocked out of bounds by Harris. So Rogers will inbound. He's got, Isaiah's out there, Kylan, Mike Neal, and Shack. believe Rogers may have inbounded the ball before the ref gave him permission to do so, so we're going to do it all over again. The clock did stop that time. We're under 5 minutes to play. Rogers taking a look. I'm not sure if the clock was supposed to keep running or if the scorekeeper decided we got to get the show on the road. In the meantime, Isaiah scores a deuce. Over to Nash. Can he make it 6? Yes, he does. 18 for Nash on 6 3-pointers. 124-78. You do the math on that one. Rogers brings it down and tries a 3 of his own. Kisses the glass off the rim. Off of Millington, I believe. It is. Williams tried to chase that one down but can't catch up with it, so Kylan steps beyond the baseline. He will inbound. Looks off Mike Neal, sends it out high to Shaq. Shaq gets a pick from Isaiah, gets through everyone. No-look dish. Mike Neal can't make that shot. I'm not sure if he was expecting that or not. Nash going for his 7th 3-pointer, can't do it. Bounces all the way out to Harris. Harris gets it to 20. Oh, my God. And, of course, that goes in. Millington can do nothing wrong. The foul is on Isaiah. Isaiah with his 2nd personal foul. Number 20 going to the line to finish the 3-point play. Clock is running. Almost down to 3.5 minutes to go. 20 does complete the 3-point play. 126-78. Into KY. Holt crosses the timeline and takes a look at what we've got to offer. KY had Nash on him, got it out to Neal. Neal, long 3, well short. I don't think that even hit the rim. It just sailed out of bounds. Turnover to the Showstoppers. Into Williams. Williams running it hot up the floor. On the counter punch, kicks it out to 20. 20 pump fake. Kylan didn't bite. Nice job by Holt on defense. 20 tried to pump fake him out of the play. Holt remained steadfast. 20 and trying to block the pass, knocks it out of bounds. We're under 3 minutes to play. KY to LA. Here comes Rogers. Rogers picked up by Vaughn. Rogers spins it to the right. Tried to use Isaiah as a pick, threw it off the side of the backboard, and that's a turnover. Join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. That's Sunday, depending on when you watch this, as we will take on the South Haven Wolves. Music City looking to avenge what is going to be a loss here in Millington. Nash, by the way, missed another 3. Something's wrong with that guy. Music City saves the ball, but right to Nash. Nash to Williams. Williams to Vaughn. Vaughn to the baseline and to the bottom of the basket. Vaughn with 7 points on the night. We're under 2 minutes to play. 128-78. That's right, a 50-point lead for the Showstoppers. Millington, a very strong team. Shaq with another 3. He's got 25 on the night. I mentioned it a couple of times. Millington, out of the 40 or so teams in the OBA, Millington is the 2nd-rated team. Rebound put back by number 20 means he's got double digits on the night. He's got 10 points. Music City walking the ball up. Shaq another 3. Ricochets off the back of the rim right to Harris. Harris bringing it coast to coast. Lays the ball out in front of him but can't lay it down the net. 1:14 to go. Music City the other direction. That's Mike Neal. He's got 24 now. He and Shaq leading the way for the Kings. Williams still playing like it's a tie game. Millington doesn't take their foot off the gas. Little bit of pinball being played by the Showstoppers as that one gets knocked out of bounds. Music City to inbound the ball. We're under a minute to play as we are putting a Kevorkian-like end to this mess. We'll see what Music City can bring tomorrow. The Kings haven't lost back-to-back games all year. Rogers with another deuce. 30 seconds left. Millington might have inbounded a little too quickly. Big smiles on the face of the Showstoppers and frustration/exasperation on the boys in purple. Zach Zorfleet, I could feel evil breathing down my neck as he has come over to check the score sheet. LA just trying to kill some time and maintain possession. There are 7 seconds left in the game. Xavier has it slapped out of his hands, and Millington will get the last word. No, they won't. A miss on the slam, and this game mercifully is over. 130 to 85. Music City did cut it to under 50, which was nice. Millington with a commanding 45-point victory. Wow. Nice game by the Showstoppers. Music City has a little bit of work to do. On the other hand, we didn't have all of our personnel in the gym tonight. Might be a different game if this were the playoffs and we had a full roster. But in the meantime, we will take this to the hotel tonight. Music City comes back tomorrow to play the South Haven Wolves. And until then, this is Dr. Steve for Heather saying thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Music City Kings basketball. Have a good Saturday night, everyone.